In 1969, the very first Woodstock took place. The Beatles had their very last performance and Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. But nothing came close, and nothing still resonates today as much as those meddling kids and their damn dog. Scooby-Doo would become a very welcome addition to life, which I think we can all agree was probably grainy and black and white and miserable. But I don't want to talk about Scooby-Doo. I want to talk about this guy.
Check out my pecs, little man!
Despite legally being named Norville and then changing his name as some sort of cringy boast, Shaggy Rogers would quickly become one of the most entertaining and most highly impersonated characters on TV.
This is Shaggy. Like, happy bar mitzvah!
But here's something that people don't know about Shaggy. He was a vegetarian. Sometimes. You see, right around the second season, Casey Kasem, who originally voiced Shaggy, became vegan. And as a militant soy boy, he wanted his character to follow suit. So this dude refused to act a fictional character because the character's diet didn't mesh with his worldview. Well, yeah. You see, veganism isn't so much a diet as a stance against animal cruelty. And the way vegans see things is that there's this worldwide animal rights violation taking place every day at pretty much every meal. So Kasem found himself with a unique opportunity to put veganism in the limelight and therefore animal rights. He wanted to raise awareness. So he asked Hanna-Barbera and they made him vegetarian. Not quite the animal rights stance that he would have wanted, but this was the 70s. At least it was something. So Shaggy went from eating ham sandwiches.
I'm so scared. I wish I had a ham sandwich to calm my nerves. Well, what do you know?
To eating things like whatever vegetarians eat.
Man, the only thing I like better than an eggplant burger is a chocolate-covered eggplant burger.
And all went well. Until 1995. When Kasem was asked to voice Shaggy in a Burger King commercial, which obviously went against their agreement and against Kasem's own morals. So as a result, Kasem not only refused to voice Shaggy in the commercial, he outright quit the show in protest.
Like I'm starving, Scoob.
Me too.
Like I'll have 400 Kids Club meals.
Me too.
Look who's pulled into Burger King! Scooby-Doo and the whole gang! You can collect all 5 toys, one with every Kids Club meal.
Thank you.
That was it. 12 words. Hanna-Barbera valued this commercial more than their 26-year relationship with Casey Kasem. In fact, for the next 7 years, that was it for Scooby-Doo as a series. Fans would have to make do with direct-to-VHS movies.
Like we're used to eating big meals.
But in 2002, Scooby-Doo returned as a fully fledged series in What's New Scooby-Doo, and Kasem agreed to come back as Shaggy as long as they made Shaggy a vegan. Not vegetarian this time, a vegan. But the show ended in 2006, and even though Kasem stayed to voice Shaggy in the movies, he gave up his role as Shaggy in the series. And finally, in 2012, Kasem officially retired from the role as Shaggy, a mere 2 years before he passed away. So did Hanna-Barbera, now Warner Brothers, honor Kasem's wishes? No. But did they at least wait until after he died? Also no. In 2006, the show returned with Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, and Shaggy had completely given up on his vegan lifestyle.
Like, check it out, Scoob. The most beautiful words in the world. All you can eat.
But they also had an episode called Shags to Riches, so make of that what you will. And the series continued to ignore Kasem's wishes. Shaggy would wolf down meatballs and burgers and honestly some pretty disgusting shit.
Pancakes and bacon.
And sausages and orange juice.
But perhaps the future looks bright. In the newest iteration of the series, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? I know, but that's the name. The gang crosses over with real-life celebrities, many of which are vegan or otherwise invested in animal rights, including Ricky Gervais, Penn Jillette, Weird Al, and Sia.
Like, who wants to be on a stakeout when we can be hanging with Sia?
And be vegans.
Whatever that means.
Delicious.
Is it cringy? Sure, but does it put veganism back in the limelight? Well, yeah. And at the end of the day, isn't that really what Casey Kasem wanted? Maybe Scooby-Doo is finally honoring Kasem's wishes.